Game Day Live. Chris Kerber, Darren Pang with you here from New Jersey. We're in a building they've nicknamed The Rock.
I feel like I'm inside a rock right now.
The Rock.
Yes.
You have to say it like that. You got to give it your worst Sean Connery
The Rock.
imitate. The Rock. Some
Sounds
things
good.
don't react well to bullets in it. Something like that. Yeah. Different movie, I understand.
Very
but
much so.
You got a good
Tell you what.
Nicolas Cage. You could probably we could
probably
put a
do that.
Nicolas Cage wig and you'd have a serious flow going if we made you do that.
You keep going on this. I'm going to be gone in 60 seconds.
Hey, I like that. There we go.
Good morning, everyone.
That isn't.
We've been 3 days in New York
Won't be the
City.
first time either, by
Yes,
the way.
That's right.
All right, let's talk some
But
hockey.
it is a beautiful building, though.
It is. They've done a great job.
And I just saw Marty Brodeur
Yep.
walk in the hallways with a New Jersey Devils, athletic zip-up jacket, and it looked good.
Did it fit him?
It fit him.
It was a good
It
fit.
fit him
He's in
perfectly.
shape?
Yeah, he looks good. Yeah,
He
had shoulder surgery.
Is he the
that?
emergency backup if they
No,
need
you're
it in
not
this
allowed.
building, since that's still a hot
You're not
topic?
allowed. Because he was a pro. I'm not allowed either, because I was already a contracted pro goalie. So
Really?
I would not be allowed to be the e-bug.
Okay, no
And it-
e-bug for you tonight.
No. Marty could probably come in and play. I was no good when I played. There's a big difference here.
Yeah, but you played.
That's a good point, too. Yeah,
You played.
Very good point.
That's the important part. So the St. Louis Blues continuing the road trip. They got a game tonight against the New Jersey Devils. Then after this, they're going to fly to Chicago on Sunday evening. They'll take on the Chicago Blackhawks and then come home, have the game. Remember that Florida game from Tuesday moved to Monday on home ice, folks. But Panger, this is not just a busy stretch, but because of that makeup game with Anaheim, the Blues are about to go into a stretch where they're playing 4 games in 6 days, starting in the East Coast, finishing on the West Coast. It's going to be a bit of a grind for this hockey team starting tonight.
That's why it was really good to spend 2 days in New York City without any games, because you get your proper rest here.
Oh, that's what happened?
That's exactly right.
Yeah, okay.
But no, the schedule itself has been a grind. The defending Stanley Cup champions have not had an easy ride. And I think that's what makes it even more impressive with the season they've had. The 2 teams that impress me the most are the Boston Bruins, losing on home ice in the 7th game. You just can't imagine how demoralizing that would be all summer long. For them to play the way they're playing is amazing to me. And the way the St. Louis Blues are playing. Number 1, being the defending champs, but number 2, battling the schedule. This is my 11th year
And
here.
it's the top 2
I've never
teams in the
witnessed
league.
it this tough before.
Yeah, it is hard.
So obviously the game and going back to Anaheim and coming back is a bit of a grind. But that's hockey, and the Blues will deal with it. They deal with adversity better than any group of players that I've ever seen. They don't sit around and mope and sulk and make excuses. They just go out and grind it out and find a way to win hockey games. And Kerbs right now, that's what they're doing. They're finding ways to win instead of in that losing skid. They found ways to just lose games, whether it be a bad goal against, a bad power play, whatever would have happened. And now they're just finding ways to win hockey games, and that's really impressive.
Well, it's a hockey team that has another 8-game win streak, second one of the season. They'll try to top that with a victory and make it 9.
Thank goodness they're not playing the Arizona Coyotes.
Yeah, but however, they are playing
They're
a
streak
speed team.
busters.
They are playing a
Yes,
team
they are.
that
Very tenacious and playing very
right.
well.
And speedy teams seem to have given the Blues a little bit of fits this year.
Well, any team that gets in on the forecheck. I mean, the key to playing against St. Louis Blues, I'm not telling any secrets here, but the D are so good at moving pucks out, and the D drives the engine for me through the neutral zone. And if you can eliminate the D with aggressive forechecking, well, then you're good to go. I mean, that's what Arizona's done under Rick Tocchet. That's what Carolina has done.
Right.
Heavy pursuit of the puck and very, very aggressive, whether at even strength or on the penalty kill as well for other teams. So the New Jersey Devils are not a team to be taken lightly. They weren't happy with their last game. They have got some fast, young, naive, enthusiastic, however you want to put it, but they're on a pretty good run right here. And their goaltender, Mackenzie Blackwood, if he plays tonight, has been on a good run himself.
Well, the New Jersey Devils are actually coming off of a 5-game road trip. It's a hockey team that's only lost 4 times in regulation in their last 18 games on top of that. So the Blues do have a formidable opponent tonight. Now, let's stay defensively for the St. Louis Blues. They, from a percentage standpoint, they lead the National Hockey League in defenseman shots on net. They lead the National Hockey League in defenseman shot attempts from a percentage aspect. And what about 6th in the National Hockey League in terms of goals from their D, in terms of percentage of the goals. Having said that, when you talk to Mike Van Ryn, when you talk to the Blues coaching staff, they do feel like their defense could play an even larger role offensively while still shutting down the opponents.
Well, I think when you have the puck, you are shutting down the opponents. And that, what I've seen right now, Colton Parayko is a great example of that. When Alex Pietrangelo was out sick, I mean, Colt just took the team and said, here we go, boys, in Dallas. He's continued that on. He's playing 23 and a half minutes now. It's changed a little bit. He's getting power play time. I said it when they put him on the power play. They needed to do it at that time. He was getting all the defensive zone, the hard stuff, the grinding stuff, he and Jay Bomeister. And after a while, it's a long season. You need to have some fun. You need some candy out there.
Right.
I don't care what diet you're on. Every once in a while, you need to eat some sweet cereal along the way. And I they gave him something on the power play. Well, he and Vince Dunn, you could argue that the second unit is not the second unit. You could argue that the second unit is the first unit right now.
Right.
They go on the ice, and if they get 20 seconds of ice time, they just go out, move the puck, right, left, right, bang, and it's in the net, or it's a quality scoring chance. So they're doing a magnificent job on that power play, and Colton Parayko is leading the charge.
All right, from an offensive standpoint, at least from up in the forward side of things, looking pretty much the same. We'll see. The team's about to hit the ice, so we'll see if there's any other adjustments. But you know what? There are some guys that are struggling just a little bit to find some consistency, but at the same time, as a whole, the Blues continue to find a way to put the puck in the net.
You know, they'll get some speed, too, in this game. If Jordan Kyrou does get in there with Bozak and Steen, then that's going to add a lot of speed to that line as well. I thought Jacob De La Rose did a really nice job. He played 2 real good, hard games. But this will just be a different look, speed versus speed. And I like Jordan Kyrou against the Devils earlier this year. The line that I think needs to elevate their game a little bit and find some harmony both on the ice, and I think when they've been making line changes, they haven't been happy. And these are some of the things that I get between the benches, and I love being that close to it. And you can see when guys are really rolling, and you can see when they're struggling. But I think the Sanford, Robert Thomas, and David Perron line is a line that really needs to elevate. And I'm looking for a big game tonight because they've gone kind of back-to-back with games where they're fluttering a little bit right now. And I can feel the frustration on the bench when they're coming off. It's a line that is used to having puck possession time in the offensive zone, making plays, and right now they're not making plays. So I expect corrections on that line. I think they're going to have a heck of a game.
All right, so we've got the Blues and New Jersey Devils tonight here from the Prudential Center. It's a 6 o'clock face-off St. Louis time. You can catch John and Darren and the guys on the TV side on Fox Sports Midwest. And on the radio side, Chris Butler again filling in. Because we're still waiting for that baby, new Vitaly, to join us in the world. So keep an eye on that one for Joe as well. Well, he'll keep an eye on it for us and then just let us know.
Bree's the strength of the family.
Yeah, well, we already
know
knew
that.
Yes.
Right? So, Joe, just keep hold her hand and say good things like you always do. Make some bread and all that. But
I wonder if like on a morning
we're
like
waiting
this,
for another Vitaly.
Yeah, Joe's waiting at home and he's probably leaning on Bree's shoulder, going, "I wish I was doing Game Day Live."
No, I think he's in a good spot
that?
right now.
You don't think he's doing that?
No, I think he's in a good spot.
Okay.
But New York City did mess up.
Right. Well, Chris Butler will be on the air with us tonight on the radio side, and you've got your Mitsubishi Electric pregame show at 6. When the team hits the ice, we've got the BMW of West St. Louis pregame skate at 5:30, and we've got all the action covered for you here from New Jersey on the radio and the TV side. Got any other Nicolas Cage references before we close this out?
Gone in 7 minutes and 42 seconds.
Would have been a much longer movie. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you at the rink tonight.